your friends are not your target clients. So never think of them being your target clients, because that doesn't happen, guys. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to continue the series of why I left my corporate job. So I just wanted to take you through on my journey and just to update you on how it has been, and also what you can do if you want to start on this journey. But this doesn't mean that I'm advocating for people to leave their work. No, I'm just speaking on how my journey was, because it can inspire someone, or yeah, you know, that's the intentions, to inspire someone and to show you that anything is possible. So today I'm just going to take you through on how my journey has been down the line, and it's been like an year now, because we are in April 2025. Yes, the date I'm not actually, I'll write it down. So yeah, so it's been a year for me leaving my corporate job. And let me say, it's a decision that I made a year ago, which was really not an easy decision. That's one thing that I must emphasize on. It wasn't easy, and I always say there's a privilege. There's a privilege when you're working somewhere, when you have that corporate job. Not necessarily a corporate job, but a job on itself. So if you have a job, you know how comfort it gives you comfort when it comes to you knowing that by the end of the month you will get your salary. You knowing that, okay, there are some companies that do pay for you medical insurance, you know, those things you're catered for. There are some others, you about the pension, they give you money for the pension retirement plan, and there's a lot of benefits when it comes to working in a corporate job, or maybe just working somewhere in a company. So that's what I'm saying, there's a privilege. Knowing that you have a paycheck every month, it gives you peace, guys. That is something that I love to say. You know fully well that by the end of this month, you're just counting your days on where you get to be paid. I don't know what's happening. So, and also working on most of the people like structure when it comes to work. So knowing when to go to work, when to leave, when to do this and that. So, and who dictates you to do the type of job that you're going to do. So most of the people, or most of us, like structure. When it comes to corporate job, there's always structure in everything that you do. So that's, I'm talking about the advantages of now having a job on its own. So you see, there's a lot of peace, there's a lot of, you are able to arrange yourselves according to how much you get. And for me, I'm always a planner. I've always shown you videos of how I plan, and I like planning and budgeting. So it's easy for you to know I'm getting 50,000 from this type of work. This money goes to electricity. This one I'm going to pay for house rent. This one I'm going to pay for my Wi-Fi. This one is for budget for food. Like, you're able to do the budget because you have money. Like, you're seeing the money at the end of the month. So for me, I always say that's an advantage of getting to work, to getting to have a full-time paying job. Yes. As before you continue the video, I just wanted to come on here and tell you guys, please, if you want to be supporting me, or if you've been wanting to support me, please subscribe to my membership, guys. I've given you it's a low amount that you can subscribe for me. And you know what I realized? I never shout this more, but when I check, I find some people who have already subscribed for months. I never knew. I don't know, like, I never check. So I was so happy to see that some of you have subscribed to my, is it subscribing? Like, it's just a way of supporting my channel. It's just a way of you guys supporting my channel. So you guys, I'm just urging you guys, support me on membership, and yeah, at least I'm able to be doing this content for you guys. Yeah, so please make sure you check that out. in the description bar. So there's a lot of benefits. You can please, if I'm forgetting some benefits of working, please indicate down in the comment section, and let's converse and have a chat together. So yeah, so those are the benefits of working in a company or a corporate job. So yeah, so for me, by the time I was making the decision, it had really hit me that I couldn't be doing this job that I'm doing for the 5 to 10 years to come. So that's why I made the decision, and I realized that I needed to move. So it wasn't a decision based on any other thing, but just for growth. And there's a point you feel like you need to know yourself better, and you cannot know yourself maybe from the position you are in at that moment. So you tend to, when you move, that's when you know, I'm capable of this, I'm not capable of that. But when you're somewhere enclosed, you're always given, so you never know if I can do this or not. So it will reach a point, and that one is based on you. I always say that one, nobody can even help you when it comes to that kind of decision. That one is based on you and you alone. So it will just reach a point that you feel like you're being pressed, and you need to do something on your own. So yeah, so that's why I arrived to the decision of me. I've already taken you through to the 2 videos that I've shown you. So you've seen I've taken you through of how I left. So today wasn't much about that, but what I've learned and what you can do if you want to move. So that's why we are making this video today. So yeah, so that's what I'm saying, that's why I realized I needed just to move for just the purpose of me. Sometimes in life you get to understand you're not here. When you are having people around, you tend to think you're moving in masses, but hey, believe me or not, you're always on your own. So decision
is always based on you and you alone. So
yeah, so that's the decision that I made, and so far I can't regret the decision because I was really prepared for it, and it has come with a lot of challenges. I can't hide that. And but the reason that me having the challenges hasn't made me feel like I would regret, because I was ready for it, because I knew it's not a bed of roses, guys. So I was ready for anything. And I also have supportive people who I talk to who are already ahead of me, that at least I try to talk to them and they help me out. So yeah, I've gotten a lot of challenges along the way. I'm talking as if it's been years. No, the one down the line, I can tell you, it has been hectic for me. So first, I was doing work. I was having my corporate job and also having side hustle. So that is one thing I'll even urge. If you want to move from somewhere, maybe you don't want to join another company, you can be making your own money differently, like your side hustle. So side hustles nowadays, I'm finding like digital world is the key now. So we need to move of how who's making noise? We need to move on how the digital world is moving, and it's moving very fast. Me as a millennial, it's kind of a bit hard, because it's like you have to transitioning to the digital world and to the other analog world. Like we are always in between as a millennial. So I've really tried to go fast with how it's going fast with me. So that one thing I will say, make use of your social medias. This now depends on what you want to do. So if you want to go online, you can go online, not as a content creator, but also when nowadays business is also like making content. So everything is content based and is also on the social media pages. So that is one thing that you need to work on first, and also you need to at least have something on the side that at least can keep you moving. Also, the other thing that I can emphasize on is make sure that you're debt free. Debt free meaning you don't owe anyone money, any company, we have these apps that give us money for a certain time of period and they charge you for an interest. Make sure that you are just debt free. That one will be able to make you have a higher chance of you not having to panic all the time because someone is owing you. You're owing someone money. So yeah, so make sure that you're debt free. The other thing that you're supposed to make sure that at least save. From the little or more that you get, make sure you save on certain amount of money and put it in a saving plan, or just somewhere enclosed that you cannot even, there's funny enough, you usually put some money in the bank. Within 10 or an hour, you're there again, backing again, taking it. So you need to put it in a fixed account or somewhere that it can help you grow. So yeah, that's another third thing that you're supposed to do before you start thinking of living somewhere. And this doesn't mean that no matter how small you get in, you can be able to achieve something when you save, even if it's 1,000 shillings. So make sure that you just do something small. The other thing I even talked about the other video, make sure that you can also, for a year, you can also pay everything for yourself for a year, the way I did. So when it comes to medical, when it comes to, I don't know how you can work it, but for me, I like, you make sure that you've paid for the things that usually, for me, I plan, so I know things that I need to be paying each and every month. So those things, I paid them upfront for a year, and I was like left with not thinking. While I'm trying to look for money, I'm not thinking of what to pay. I'm just thinking on how to make money. So that one was easy for me that way for the first starter of the year. Yeah, so for the first starts of the months. So you can do that, and you can see, you'll see a difference of what I'm saying. And the other thing that I won't forget is, yeah, just make sure that you have a small something that you can start off. You have saved a bit, and yeah, the small things are the what makes the difference when it comes to you being alone and knowing that, wow, I'm on this alone. So yeah, so those are the things that I wanted to show you, let you know before you start thinking of quitting. One thing I'm going to tell you guys, it's not easy. Right now, the cost of living, when you differentiate the cost of living on the past years, it's really, instead of it going down, it's always going up and up. Like 5 years ago, 1,000 shillings was a lot of money. Nowadays, 1,000 shillings is not like you have nothing. It's like you have nothing, guys. So you see, you need to even work more on what you're doing. If it's, I'm getting this, I need to work on something else. So you find you also have to have multiple income when it comes to this life that we are living in right now, because you're able to sustain yourself and live a comfortable life when you have the multiple incomes. Yeah. So always, before doing that, you can at least figure out all those things that we've talked about, and then put them into place, and also save small and start. That's what I can say. So I wanted just to share a backstory of the first 3 months. My friends, my squad. Hey, I was like, okay, so at some point I usually feel like I really need to leave, like I need to stop doing what I'm doing and then go back to corporate. One thing is, life will humble you. Life will humble you, guys. Let me show you. Let me tell you, it will humble you in one way or another. So, and also you need patience. Patience, for me, I always say patience has left me. Sometimes it leaves me and leaves me alone, and then I start thinking of, no, I think I need to go back to, I don't know what. So you start second guessing yourself, which is not so good. So those are two things you need to be pulling each and every time you wake up. You need to have the two things in mind. And also, because now there is no structure as when you are in a corporate job. So what do you need to do? You need to have your own structure that you are able to use, because when you wake up, you can find yourself doing nothing and it's already like 2 p.m. So you need like to have those structures ahead of you, knowing that, or at least to do even during the day, at this time or this time I'm supposed to do this time to this time I'm supposed to do this and that. So it's easy for you not to be able to lose track and also your time, because time is money. Time is money, and you can never recover time. So you really need to make wise of what you do. So make sure that you have those consistency is one. The other thing, have patience. Have patience, guys, on yourself, because you're starting on something new, maybe, or you're continuing something and now you're depending on that thing. So you need to have a lot of patience and just to understand on the job, because one day it will pay. One day it will pay. So for me, I started, and okay, I had started earlier, as I said. So I was just like coming to this job full time, to my own work business full time. So there are some things that I ordered in China, guys. Sometimes I just laugh, sometimes I feel like crying, but life moves on. So I usually order some things in China. I even did a video of me showing you but I didn't show you a lot of things of how I ordered, but I just show you what I ordered. So if you haven't checked the videos, you can check them just on my videos, cross-check them, and you will find. So I got some, I major in decor and kitchenware. So I had gotten some decor and all those stuff. Guys, when it came here, the first time you're getting a consignment, you really work on it like never before. So for the first few weeks, I was able to sell, and then it went on going down. The moment it went on going down, that's when I felt like, no, this is not for me. Like, how can why are people not buying, blah blah blah. So I was left with a whole carton of box. I think I had remained like 150 pieces of items that I had gotten. So I was like, where will I take this? Well, it took me like 3 months. I had never sold them, put them somewhere in a corner in a one room of the house, and I forgot about it. And I said, I think I need to figure out what I need to do, because this is not easy for me. So when I left them that's when I remembered, oh my God, I have these people that I like in different shops that I buy from. I can take this and ask if they can sell. I sell them to them because I'm like a wholesaler now, and then they will sell it to retail. And that's what I did, guys. And that is something that came after past 3 months of me thinking. And when I did that, let me tell you guys, they bought from me, and I took them to one of the markets. They bought from me, and I was given my money, and I was so happy. So sometimes in this journey, you will face a lot of challenges. There's a lot of fear. There's a lot of thinking about yourself, and most of the time you always be thinking of, what do I need to do, what do I need to add on what I'm doing, what am I not doing right. So all the time you are also learning. So with time we will reach there. For me right now, I've not reached there, but at least I'm somewhere now based on where I was. So I really try and get to learn from others, and also I just try to get to learn from others, and make sure that you have people ahead of you who are doing better, so that you can be able to learn from them. So the other thing that I would have to say, your friends are not your target clients. So never think of them being your target clients, because that doesn't happen, guys. Because you always say, my phone has these 300 people of 1,000 people on my phone book, they can buy from me. Let me tell you something, guys. Let me tell you, that one doesn't work like that. People don't buy. And maybe I'm selling something that maybe my friend doesn't like or is not into that. So you cannot force someone to buy from you. So always know that your friends, your family are not your target audience. So make sure you just be posting. I've not said that you don't post what you have to sell, and post to everywhere, every platform that you have. You never know who is checking. And let me tell you guys, the people who will always promote you are people who you don't know. That is one reality check that hit me on the first months of me doing business. So it was really a a sad reality check, but also I get to learn and I move forward. So that one I think I'll do on a video based on business alone, but those are the reality checks that I got when I quitted, guys. That's what I got. So yeah, so never think of your family or friends as the people who some will not, and some will never. So but don't put that in your mind, because most of the time when you put in your mind, it really frustrates you and makes you have bitterness, which you are not supposed to have. So yeah, so those are my challenges, guys. And so far, hey, I will always say, post what you have, guys. That's why I love YouTube. For me, everything I do, I find myself on YouTube, because this is like a small space that I love engaging with my audience. And some of you audiences have really promoted me, which I always say thank you so much. And if you don't know my page, guys, it's called Divine Interiors KE. Please go follow the page, and also you can buy it from me. I do sell kitchenware and decor. So yeah, I always say thank you to guys, because when I post here, some of you come to my DMs and we engage and you get to buy. So yeah, and it's people who I don't know, we just interact huko tu kwa YouTube, which is very, for me, that's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me going. Yeah, I think that's what I needed to just talk about. So if you have any other question, please leave in the comment section. I'll continue this series for you guys, for the people who want to hear, for the people who want to get inspired, because I know it's not an easy journey for everyone, and it wasn't also for me. But the moment you've moved and started something, you'll just be looking back, you're like, what was I fearing? What was I fearing? Like, there's nothing. You just get to laugh at yourself and like, Aki, it's not an easy job. But anyway, make sure you have also support system that at least they check on you, because sometimes you get like, you feel like you're losing it, you feel like everything is not working. Yeah, so it's good to be checking on that. So for me, every month I try to check my mental health, because that's what matters. Sometimes I can end up even feeling like I'm losing it, and it's not good. So when I'm losing it, me, I go have fun, guys. I have fun. I forget what I'm going through, and then come back to restructure again and start. So yeah, so that has been basically it, me just rotating and trying to find good things and new content to do. Yeah, so also balancing for me has been, for the first few months, wasn't good. So I was now me business was here, me social was here. So I was just trying to win, because now when you're doing something you need like to put everything in it, so you end up having a lot of time structuring it, and then you forget what you normally do. So I'm really trying to be consistent this time now, as we've started our month of May. Yeah, so as we start the month of May, I have to be consistent. So that's what I'm really looking forward to. At least I won't forget you guys, for you've always supported me, and that's what matters. That's what matters, guys. So yeah, that's everything that I needed to share with you for this journey down the line. So it's been an year, and ta-da! I don't know what to say. So yeah, adios. Bye.